Oh, that looks good. No, I take that back. This looks great. Oh, this is going to make a great headband. And then I can tell everybody, without even saying a word, that I am great. Oh, that is stylish. I'm sure this looks great, but I need to find a mirror to see how great I look. Oh, wait till the world sees me.
See if I can clean up this mess over here. Someone's left crumbs on the table. I'll just get this all cleaned up so it'll be all ready for supper time. There we go. Oh, what kind of a mess is over here? Who's been cutting paper? Oh my goodness, what kind of a mess is this? Who's been just leaving construction paper, poster board around here, just leaving the scraps? That's not good. We can't be ready to eat dinner here. Somebody's got to clean up this mess. All right, come on, I'll do it. I'll help. All right, let's see if I can get this into a pile at least. All right, come on here. Let's see if we can get these at least all put together. Maybe we can clean up the mess here. There we go. That'll be better. Get me into a pile there, Al. All right, there we go.
I really do look great in this hat. I now gotta find Al. Oh, Al, I'm so glad you're here. Take a look at my hat.
Well, I'm always glad to see you, Pastor Steve, but I'm really kind of in the middle of trying to clean up a mess here somebody's left behind, and with a paper the same color as that headband you're... Oh, Pastor Steve, would you come over here and show me what you've been up to?
Well, sure thing, Al, good buddy and pal. I bet you want to take a look at my headband I made up close that says, I am great. Pretty neat, huh? I made it myself.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Pastor Steve, honestly, it does not surprise me that you made that headband for yourself, but that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. Because, you know, I'm here kind of cleaning up the mess, and I'm thinking maybe your headband doesn't do what you think it does for you.
Well, what do you mean, Al? What do you mean my headband doesn't do what I think it does? It's pretty clear, isn't it? It says, I am great, and big cutout letters. Of course, it's gonna tell people who can see it that I am great. How could it not do that?
Right. Well, see, that's the thing there, Pastor Steve. I understand that you made a headband and that you think it has a very clear message because it says the words, I am great. But I'm not really sure that that's what greatness is. I think if you have to tell people you're great, maybe you're not. Maybe that's not what real greatness really is. I guess I kind of think maybe we should be asking who gets to tell us what greatness looks like, because I don't really think it looks like a yellow headband.
You don't think that greatness has to do with a yellow headband? Are you saying the color wasn't good? I mean, I went with yellow because it was bright and attention-getting, and maybe kind of, you know, would go with the blue. Do you think I should have gone with another color? Or maybe should I have added lights, or maybe gold?
Yeah, honestly, Pastor Steve, I don't think it has to do with the color at all. It's not the problem that your hat is yellow instead of gold or silver or anything like that. Actually, I think there is no way that a headband announcing I am great actually makes you great. Do you think maybe we should talk about what Jesus would say about all this?
What Jesus would say? Do you think Jesus has a teaching on like fashion sense and what color greatness headbands we should make? I mean, I'm glad to listen, but I think my headband's pretty great, to be honest, as it is. Sure, go ahead.
Well, yeah, not exactly that, dear Pastor Steve. Yeah, as you suggested, there is not a Bible story where Jesus tells his disciples what color to make their headbands to let other people know they're great. In fact, Jesus says anytime we're trying to let other people know we're great by announcing it or being tough or strong or bullying people, we're missing the point. That's not how greatness works. In fact, this seems to be a really important idea to Jesus. So maybe we should stop and like talk this out a little bit, because I think at the end of our conversation you may want to rethink going outdoors wearing a headband like that at all, in any color.
Okay, Al, I'm all ears. Tell me about what Jesus thinks about real greatness, because I don't know. I thought this was a pretty good way of letting people know that I think I'm great. But if you got something to tell me, I'll listen.
Well, I appreciate your willingness to listen to me here, Pastor Steve. See, there is this time when Jesus and his closest friends, they were walking on the road. They were actually headed toward Jerusalem. And Jesus knew that he was headed toward a cross. He was going to lay down his life for his disciples and for the whole world, right? So that's already what's going on. And on the way, two of Jesus' closest followers, James and John, they say, hey Jesus, we want signs that we're the greatest, that we're your favorites, that we're the most important. Would you give us the spots at your left hand and your right hand in your kingdom? You know, it was almost like they were asking to wear big hats that said, we're great. Well, Jesus has to stop them. And he says, whoa, I think you don't understand what you're asking.
Well, what did Jesus mean that they didn't know what they were asking? Seems pretty clear to me.
Yeah, I figured you would think it was pretty clear. So did the disciples, so did James and John. See, they all had seen examples of people calling themselves great who were acting like bullies or bragged all the time. Jesus said, look, I know that's the examples you see all around you. You hear lots of people saying, I'm so great, look at me, or being tough and trying to pick on other people. And Jesus said, I know you see all those other people acting that way and they think that makes them great. But that's not how it is for you. You're supposed to be different. I've called you into my kingdom, into my family, into my way of doing things. And we don't have to bully anybody around. We don't have to make little hats or headbands to say we're great. That's not what real greatness looks like. In fact, then Jesus showed them by his own example how he was great in a totally different way.
Great in a totally different way? Like not like a headband? Like ready to get on their shoes? I'm good at that.
Well, Jesus says, I haven't come, he talks about himself, I haven't come to be served, but to serve others. If you want to be great, put yourself in the last position. If you want to make yourself first, put yourself in the role of serving other people, Jesus says. For us, for the community of Jesus followers, for what we sometimes call the kingdom of God, we don't do things the way the world around us will. We don't have to bully people or brag about how great we think we are. You want to be great? Well, follow the example of Jesus, who's the greatest of all of us, and his way of being great is to serve. In fact, Jesus said he was laying down his life as the way of showing he was God's greatest, of giving up his life for us. That's the greatest love. It's not about bragging, not about making other people be impressed. It's just about serving, helping, loving. That's what our kind of greatness looks like, Pastor Steve.
Well, you're right, Al. I never really thought about it like that, but you're right. I mean, Jesus is the greatest. Jesus is God's Son. Jesus is Lord. Jesus is the one we look to as the greatest of all. And yet Jesus never had to wear a headband to tell people he was great. In fact, the only time Jesus had anything on his head that we know of was when they put a crown of thorns on his head, when he gave up his life for us at the cross. That's Jesus' kind of greatness, serving other people, giving himself away, helping other people, not trying to brag about himself or bully people or be tough or pick on other people. That's the opposite of Jesus' kind of greatness. Oh my goodness, I never thought about it like that, Al, but you're right. This is just completely the wrong idea.
Well, I'm glad to hear that Jesus' words make a little more sense to you. You know, there's also some good news in all this too, Pastor Steve. I'm not here to, tell you not to make cool stuff anymore, but more to say, once you realize it doesn't matter how you impress other people or if you look tougher or stronger, all of a sudden you don't have to waste any more time worrying about what anybody else thinks, and instead you can just spend your energy looking for ways to help and love and serve people. You're really free when you don't have to be spending all that time, making colorful headbands that tell people you're great. You get a lot more free time to do stuff that really matters.
Kind of like you, Al, huh? Because you haven't wasted any of your time trying to make anything to wear to tell people you're great. You were free to have your eyes open and see there was a mess here and to try and help clean it up. And I noticed you trying to help people all the time without trying to brag about it or tell everybody how great you are. But like when you help, take out the trash or carry in the groceries or hold the door for somebody else, those are all little ways of showing Jesus kind of greatness, huh? Putting other people first and saying that other people matter. That has a way of showing what Jesus kind of greatness is really like. You help me see Jesus in you in those moments. Pretty clever of Jesus, huh?
Well, I guess you could say it like that. It really is part of a clever idea, Jesus, that when we love other people and serve other people, people get to have a glimpse of Jesus' kind of greatness in us, too. And the other thing that's really cool there, Pastor Steve, is it means that like every day, all the time, it's an adventure. We have the possibility of surprising people with showing love and serving people when they least expect it. Without worrying about, I hope somebody notices or gives me a prize or a gold star for it or gives me a reward or anything. We could just be people always looking to do good all the time, serving people, loving people, putting other people first. And all the time, every day is an opportunity to do that. You don't need any art supplies necessarily to do that. You don't even have to have anybody else notice it. We can be showing Jesus kind of love all the time, sort of like secret agents.
Ooh, secret agents, I like that idea. So sort of just like secret agents are always looking to do their mission without anybody noticing. Like we could be secret agents for Jesus, for God's way of doing things. And instead of announcing to everybody, hey, look how great I am, we could be people all the time looking to serve and love and help other people without trying to get attention to ourselves, thinking of ourselves like secret agents for Jesus. I love that idea. Ooh, cool. I don't need to be making a mess or making something to do that. I could be looking all around for ways to show God's love to people right now. That sounds fun.
Yeah, it really could be fun, Pastor Steve. In fact, I got an idea for our first secret agent mission here, right here today. What's that, Al? I tell you what, there's a super secret mission of cleaning up the mess here. How about we work together and clean up the mess? Someone has left some scraps of paper. What if we served one another and served everybody by cleaning up the mess so that then when it's time for dinner, everybody could sit at the table and eat? How about that? Let's get to it. It's a secret mission.
I think that'll work. I can see it now. Pastor Steve, licensed to serve. Let's get to it.